Taliesin is the legendary Welsh poet-prophet who, according to Welsh mythology, is accidentally transformed after tasting the brew from a magical cauldron and being reborn from the womb of the goddess Ceridwen. After Taliesin's miraculous metamorphosis, the renowned bard is said to have awakened to the universe's underlying meaning and begun to know all things. In the anatomical allegory, the magic cauldron may be seen as the belly, the lower abdomen, or the navel. The belly is a metaphorical battery, a storage vessel where our excess energy can be contained and transmuted. In Taoist teachings, there are 3 metaphorical cauldrons within the human body. Each metaphorical cauldron represents one of the 3 central energy centers of the human nervous system: the navel, the heart center or solar plexus in some teachings, and the cavity within the brain, the head center. These powerful energy hubs are said to bring magic-like powers when awakened correctly. Powers that can transform, invigorate, and enlighten. The belly, or the lower cauldron, is the first and most important energy center an initiate needs to control and master when approaching the great work of inner enlightenment. The cauldron is a common motif in Celtic and Gaelic traditions, and in Northern law in general. The cauldron of the Ceridwen, where Taliesin receives his gifts. The bottomless cauldron of the Gaelic god Dagda. The cauldrons of Hymir and Aegir of Norse tradition, and the cauldron of resurrection, the cauldron of Annwn from Arthurian legend and the Mabinogion. All highlight the significance placed on these ancient ceremonial vessels, both literally and symbolically. In the tale of Taliesin, the goddess Ceridwen tasks a young boy named Gwayon Bach with making the magical potion. Ceridwen watches over the cauldron that must be brewed for a year and a day. When the time has come and the potion is ready, 3 small drops spring from the cauldron of inspiration and land on Gwayon's hand. Gwayon instinctively puts his thumb to his mouth to cool the burn, and, as of this moment, all things are known to him. His mind is opened, and he is full of light. Ceridwen, consumed by fury, chases the young boy. Now endowed with magical powers, Gwayon transforms into various animals, but Ceridwen, to catch him, shifts into different prey animals. Finally, Gwayon transforms into a grain of corn and hides in a pile, while Ceridwen, still furious, turns into a hen and pecks at the grains. After some time, Ceridwen pecks at Gwayon and consumes him as a piece of grain. After returning to human form, Ceridwen discovers she is pregnant and later gives birth to a beautiful and magical child. Unable to harm him, she places him in a basket and sets him adrift on the water, leaving his fate to the gods. The child is discovered by Elfyn, the son of a noble lord and an unfortunate soul. Noticing the baby's shining forehead, he names him Taliesin, meaning radiant brow. Taliesin goes on to become a great bard and prophet, and Elfyn's luck begins to change. I would like to add here that this is a very brief overview of a very deep allegorical tale. There are similar allegories in Gaelic and Norse traditions. Finn MacCool in the Gaelic tale of the Salmon of Knowledge and Sigurd from the Norse teachings both gain wisdom by the accidental consumption of a magical substance not meant for them, yet one that they were tasked to prepare. Eric from the Germanic tradition follows a similar fate after eating a serpent broth not meant for him. The metaphors contained in these wonderful legends hold useful and important physiological and energetic wisdom. The cauldron is a metaphor for the belly, the centre, where energies gather through semen retention, energy work, deep breathing, and directed intention. The chase represents a practitioner's long and narrow path when attempting the work. The second birth from the womb of Ceridwen is the magical rebirth spoken of in many esoteric teachings. Gwion is saved by Elfyn and given his magical name Taliesin, or radiant brow, one who has awakened the inner eye. The inner eye is located between the eyes at the inner forehead. This important location is highlighted in many traditions, be it the Bindi point of the Hindus that marks the Ajna chakra, the uraeus of the pharaohs and nobles of Egypt, the one-eyed, all-seeing, all-father god Odin in Norse lore, or the centre or midst of emptiness recorded in Taoist and Buddhist teachings. The radiant brow of Taliesin symbolises the elevation of sacred energy along the spinal column of an initiate into the druidic mysteries. It represents the ultimate culmination of this divine light in the head centre, where it revitalises and renews the neuronal pathways, hormone-producing glands, energetic nuclei, and the cerebral spinal fluid, often referred to as the sacred waters. The second birth of Gwion Bach alludes to an energetic rebirth. In secret Taoist yoga teachings, this rebirth is called the creation of the immortal fetus. The immortal fetus is raised through the metaphorical 3 cauldrons and finally comes of age at the head centre and is said to initiate the onset of subtle superpowers. This is a short video of Taoist Grandmaster Mantak Chia explaining the conception of the immortal fetus, the energetic and spiritual rebirth.
Really mixing these 2 energies into one, right, and it started to form to another body. Or we call, you inject a seed of the soul or the spirit into their immortal energy, the Jing energy. It gives life to their another body. That means we grow the soul and the spirit.
Can you feel this happening inside you?
Yes.
What do you feel?
When you turn in your mind in, you feel another life within life.
You feel a life growing inside you.
Within the life, yes. And you can feel them, you can actually aware of it, and it happens inside you.
So after you grow this body, then what happens after this expansion?
So we call, you transfer the consciousness, you transfer your awareness into it. So like a piece of wood, if you burn them, it turns to be heat.
Right.
That it disappears.
Right.
Okay. Now, in physically, we cannot do anything, but when you turn it into chi, you can transform, and you can take that.
You take the chi.
You can take it. Like if you turn your heart is physically, but when you turn your heart to a pure love, it becomes another energy. But the energy, if you don't do anything, it disperses. But if you have a container, you put it in, it stays. So that's why you need to build a body first, and when you have love, joy, happy, and whatever you have, you want to store them, it can put in the body.
And then, of course, you have to have the emotional connection there.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But once you have this immortal body, let's say it grows, then what do we do with this human experience?
The whole thing is that we call the immortal body. You transfer whatever the physical thing to another body, and when you want to leave the world, you take whatever you transfer and left.
You
so
leave with your body. You transform the body into light.
Another body.
Right.
And your consciousness also go into that body.
Right.
So that body is not dying, but this body are dying.
Right.
So you have to change the dying one into the one not dying, and you can take it out. So oftentimes in the Tao Master, when they practice to a level, when they left the world, sometimes the body shrink down half of it because they take out a lot of things. That's the same thing like Jesus practiced, where after he died for 3 days, his body dissolved and disappeared.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So how long does it take to build the immortal body? Like someone who's been practicing?
Actually, 3 years. You do in the first 3 years. You started to prepare it, and when you get pregnant, we don't know when.
You get pregnant with your own immortal seed.
Nobody knows when.
Yes.
But when you keep on doing that, one day you get pregnant. Okay.
Are you pregnant?
A man pregnant sometimes not very good, huh? Okay. Now, when you get pregnant, you need to feed them or nurture them 3 years.
3 years.
And you need another 18 years to grow them.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's what the level of Jesus doing. Jesus disappeared for 18 years.
Right.
Okay. And that is what he tried to develop his own immortal body.
And he did. He left. And so the Taoist masters,
Right.
Are you okay with time?
No.
The Taoist masters were able to do this and then leave with their immortal body.
Right.
So this is the ultimate practice of cultivating the sexual energy.
Right.
I see. So how do you ever ejaculate though? I mean, or
Oh yeah, sometimes. That means I have children, but that is what ejaculation. But if not, I'm not ejaculation.
You're not just for the.
This ancient practice is truly transformative and is well documented in the texts of the Vedic Brahmins, the teachings of Taoist and Buddhist sages, and the secretive allegories of the masters of Western folklore and storytelling. Our shared fairy tales and mythologies hold vital physiological and energetic lessons. Lessons that were once passed down from parent to child and from master to student. The Mabinogion, the Welsh collection of myths in which the tale of Taliesin is recorded, is full of beautiful symbolism and important allegory. The Mabinogion is the national law of Wales, and in the Welsh language, Mabinogi means to instruct the youth. In Welsh, Mabin means a juvenile, a youth, and Nogio means to end or complete. This refers to the end of childhood and to the coming of age. The allegories and metaphors within the mythology of the Mabinogion provide subtle yet vital instruction to the young on personal energy preservation and its benefits and its risks. The Mabinogion, in its anatomical interpretation, is a guiding light in the coming of age rituals of the Welsh people. Thus, we can see that our shared legends, folklore and mythologies serve as a coming-of-age guide, sacred instruction to enable our young people to achieve their true potential. They are an initiation tool for our youth, presented through allegory and metaphor, and expressed in beautiful prose and poetry. They not only record the history and traditions of the people, but also outline a process that can transform and elevate the future of all of our children.